The goal of VAS alerts historically has been to get the attention of people around the house. If you were watching cable or public broadcast, a bright blue screen would stop the enjoyment of whatever you were watching. Nowadays, however, these have been rendered useless due to phone notifications telling you the latest bad news in your area. From experience, there are two types of VAS alerts. The first is a tornado alert. For those, we would just go in the basement, although nothing would ever happen because historically, tornadoes have never happened in our town. Then, there's an Amber Alert, named after Amber Hagerman, who was abducted and murdered and thrown in a creek days later. For similar situations, they would do an Amber Alert. This is the one that scared me that night. Years ago, when we still had cable, it was around 9 p.m. and I was alone in the house, and there was an Amber Alert.
Oh God!
Because I was a child and I didn't have any good instinct, I panicked. I was terrified, but I still had my mother's phone. And I did what any normal person would do. I didn't call my mother. I didn't call my father. I didn't call the police, although I considered it. But I called a family friend.
Yeah, hi. Did you see the EAS alert? I really don't want to die because I'm only 7 years old and I'm not ready to die, and I don't want to suffer the same death that Amber or whatever her name was. If you can't tell, I'm panicking and I don't know what to do. Am I going to die?
Oh. My mother came home an hour later.
Are you alright?
There was an Amber Alert. I panicked and called Jack.
You panicked and called Jack?
I did.
Why did you do that?
Do what?
Call Jack.
I panicked.
You said that.
Something I believe adults tend to forget is that mundane things can be terrifying to young children. For me, it was the Curious George Halloween special when the legend of the Headless Man was being explained. Fear is amplified when you're a child. Nonetheless, I was not, in fact, kidnapped that night.
It's time for bed.
And so, I went to bed.